special comedian. Are you ready for your next comedian? Are you ready? Okay, good. Because we have a very special comedian who came all the way from Seattle to join us, okay? I know. It's a big deal, big city, okay? And he is releasing a special called High Stake, okay? It's gonna be sick. If you want to see it, then you need to follow him because he's going to tell you when it drops, probably in July. Follow him on Instagram, @adjective_J. Give it up for Javann Jones!
Hello, how are we? Good to see you. I'll address the obvious thing up front. I got the note about dressing like Sopranos when I was already in Portland. I was like, this is dope, but I already packed, so this is what you're getting. I'm in town for Kinkfest. I'm not going to talk about it, but I am in town for it. Saw some weird shit last night. I'm going to get it together. I have a confession I need to make to all of you, like off the top. So before this, I got booked for the show. I had never watched The Sopranos. Yeah, because I saw the second season of The Wire. What do I need to watch this for? And that's right, it's not different. It's not. It's actually a little better because there are like better representation for black people. As a side note, I am dressed like every black person on the show, like truly. And real quick, I binge watched like the first season, so I was like, I'm not gonna like just do no jokes about The Sopranos. But I have a very weird view of it because I want to see those good black people scenes. And I saw a black guy get the shit beat out of him, and then another black guy get thrown off a bridge. And I was like, what good black guy scenes? Should I keep watching the show? Does it get better for us?
It gets better for black people.
It does? Okay. I mean, how could it get worse? But
it's like one anger management scene.
okay, we were selling drugs, and I was like, all right, cool. Then we got beat up. That's not. I will say, like, I saw like Tony has this whole thing where he like tries to make out with his therapist, and that resonated with me because I had something similar happen to me. I have a therapist. He's very hot, and I also tried to like lean in, but it was over Zoom, so it was just like. He was like, why are you so close to your camera? I'm like, what? Huh? I got lost in your eyes. What are we talking about? My need for acceptance? Okay. Keep talking to me. Daddy? Doctor? And then he moved to Atlanta. Now I have to figure out how do I get, like, I can't fuck my therapist, I know, but I got to go to Atlanta is what I'm saying. Anyway, all right. Don't worry about me going to Georgia in case I've been in the South. I'm from the South. I'm from Alabama. I escaped. It's great. Yeah. You should clap for that. Black people leaving the South. Great. It's amazing. I am currently in like one of the biggest homes for the KKK, so I mean I know where I'm at. But the weirdest part about being from Alabama is that like my family is all still there, and my family is still like often on some Alabama shit. Like I feel like I find out stuff about them that I hate like every holiday. Like I recently found out my grandmother is a Republican. Yeah. When I found out, I was like really upset about it. I was super upset, and like my family was trying to make me feel better. They were like, no, and I'm gonna do the same for you. I'll tell you what they said. Like, no, don't worry. She's a good Republican. Yeah, she's a good Republican. Because she died like 3 years ago, and she voted for Trump once and was out. And I was like, that's it. That's how it works. One life mistake, dip, and that's how you know she's good. No, okay, y'all are cool. Some people tense up on that. It's not gonna get better. Okay, I was recently in Texas, and I told this joke that did not go over well. Right? And I'm going to tell you the punchline of the joke so you can understand what happened. All right, so my punchline was, if we want to get abortion by conservatives, we should just relabel it an express lane to heaven for babies. That was my punchline. Right? Okay. Simple joke. It would work. And when I told the joke in Texas, as you can imagine, They did not appreciate it. I also, to be fair, did that grandmother joke right before it, so shit was tense. They were not into it. Rest of the set, bad, real bad. And I come off stage, and there's this angry, I want to say angry white lady, but like, you get it. I'm in Texas. You get the vibes. So she's like pointing at me, super angry when I come off stage. She's like, look, I need you to understand that aborted babies don't go to heaven. They go to purgatory. And I was like, so wait, even God doesn't want these babies? So I'm going to hell. It'll just be me and a whole bunch of babies nobody wants, which is my hell. So touche, God. Yeah. I'm 43 years old. I know it's a wild age to have jeans this distressed. I get it. It's I should have all my legs covered. I'm 43. I can afford jeans. I promise you, I can afford jeans. I'm 43 and I don't like it. It kind of sucks. If you're older than 43, I feel for you. If you're younger than 43, fuck you. Can't wait for you to get here. Cause like here's the thing. When I was younger, people always told me when I got older that I was gonna get like more conservative, and that hasn't been happening. I have been tracking so far left, mainly because healthcare, right? It's kind of needed. It's because this thing happens when you get old. This thing, it's diseases, and that shit is terrible. And you get shit you've never heard of before. I recently got epididymitis, and anyone? Okay, cool. I didn't know what it was before I got it either. Epididymitis is when your epididymis is inflamed, right? And your epididymis, for everyone to know, is a tube that attaches your testicles to your body. Oh. All right, so yeah, people without testicles feel great right now. They're like, yeah. And you know what? You should feel great. You don't need more problems. I get it. Like, shit is bad. Fine, I get it. Everyone with testicles, welcome. Your nightmare's here. It's the worst. And when it happens, your balls get like really big. They swell up, right? Like very big. And if you're like, I'm not gonna do that weird ass call and response, like, how big are they? I'm not doing that. You're not. That's weird. I'm not doing that. But I will say this, like, at their peak, I remember in my head, like, looking down and just being like, I should run for president. And that's a ballsy thought. It's big balls to think that. Very big balls. I eventually went to the doctor because I grew up poor, and that's how you do shit when you're poor. Like, you just walk it off. As it turns out, you can't walk off giant balls. You can't. It just, in fact, maybe makes it worse. It's just like me doing this. So I did the little bow leg walk to the doctor, and I thought I would go into the doctor, and then he or they would like click on a computer, and then they'd be like, here's some medicine, and I would go home, and that is not what happened. No. I had to show 5 different people my balls. And not with the energy that you want to show your balls to. Like it wasn't like doctor energy. They came in like, hey, I heard some balls were in here. And one guy was just like, I was just down the hall with a mop and bucket and heard balls were big. So I had to come in and see them. And I'm just showing my balls to all these people. And they did this rude ass shit where they went outside the door of my waiting room and talked about me and my balls without us, which I just barged out balls. So I was like, hey, include me. The 5th person also did a sonogram on my balls. Oh. And like they were excited to find out what was inside them. And I'm like, I guess balls. I hope. It was weird. It was very weird. I didn't like it. But they did eventually like give me a shot. And then I took some medicine. They gave me like a prescription. And I went home. And I sat on my couch and just like watched my balls deflate. Like Tom Brady styles. And still works here, dope. And like, I was like, I'm like looking in the mirror at my balls as they like, de-swell, and I realize as I'm looking at them that like I feel like maybe, just maybe, like my balls have been altered in how they look now. And I'm not saying like I had like beautiful balls before. It's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that I definitely had more beautiful than they are now balls before. And I did this thing where So I went on Grindr and I went I went to some of my past hookups and I was just like, hey, you've been face to face with my balls. Would you describe them as good looking? Like, were they ugly before? I was just like, okay, can you look at these now and say, like, comparatively, has the value of the house decreased is what I'm trying to find out. I just need a market appraisal. You've been in the house. Now tell me, like, is it, okay, you get it. All right. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like, and I did a lot of talking about my balls, I just realized. Okay, we'll leave that behind. Fine. Okay, well, one last thing. This is super gross, so my bad if you're eating right now. But I didn't get epididymitis once. I got it twice, right? And the second time, I knew immediately. It was like being in a horror movie, like the sequel to a horror movie, and like you have like a little foil blanket on, and then like, oh my God, now the killer struck again. I was like, I'm back in it again. And then like the title's like Balls 2, and that was... But the second time, I went to the doctor immediately, and I was like talking to the doctor, and I'm like, I have epididymitis. I know what it is. And he was like, all right, well, I still got to do, the little questionnaire. He was like, has there been any blood in your semen? And I was like, yeah. I came into a condom after having sex, and then I held the condom up to the light, and it looked like a tequila sunrise. And he laughed at it. I was like, ooh, that's bad. And I was like, yeah. That is bad. That's a little too much blood in your semen. All right, my name has been Javann Jones. Y'all have a good night.